Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. I welcome you all in my class. So, today we are going to continue with our lesson I Have a Dream from textbook and page number 42. As you all know, in the previous lecture we have discussed the different techniques and the strategies by the Dr. King. He has urged, he has talked, he has addressed people, especially the black people, to know about their rights. Rather, he has delivered his speech to get the attention of the world and the people around that the black Americans should be given their equal rights. Now we are moving towards the next phase of the speech. As the first of the speech portrays the worst condition in the bad condition that the black people are in. On the other hand, then he talks about, in the second half of the speech, he talks about the freedom, about the harmony and the unity he is dreaming of. So let's start. Page number 42, and in the last paragraph, we are at the last paragraph. Dr. King continues that I'm not unmindful, I'm not unaware that some of you have come here out of great trials and tribulations. So they all have gathered there. It's not a very idealistic situation that they are there to celebrate something, but many of them have arrived in that crowd, as they have suffered many things. Some of you have come fresh from narrow jail cells. Some of you have come from areas where your quest for freedom left you battered by the storm of persecution and staggered by the winds of police brutality. So Dr. King continues. He says in the very start that I am not unaware that most of you, that you have come from great trials and tribulation, that you have suffered many difficulties in your life and you have faced hard times. Okay, as what they have suffered, as he discounts that many of you have come from jail cells, they had been released, and some of you have come from the areas, and some had been there from the areas that they are searching for the freedom, and they are battered, they are hit, they are thrashed by the storm of persecution, by the storm of torment, torture, and staggered by the winds of police brutality. And you are not walking steadily, as you had been staggered by them. You had become the victim of police brutality, police violence, we may say, or the cruelty. You have been the veterans of creative suffering, that you have been the veterans. What is veteran? Here is a person who has been doing a person or thing that has given long service in some capacity, in some particular area, a veteran soldier. Okay, any experienced, a person who is experienced and who has done great services in some capacity for something. Okay, so you had been that veterans of creative suffering, of all those suffering, continue to work with the faith that unearned suffering is redemptive. Here he is just making their faith, their belief more, you can say, more solid, and he is giving them a positive reinforcement that your sufferings are going to restore you all. Okay, mean all your sufferings are not going to be, it doesn't mean that you are suffering and you will be rewarded for nothing. No, your suffering will bring some fruit. You will gain something after you are going to be suffered for something. Okay, redemption is a concept that is related, that one, after being suffered, someone will be free from the sins and anything like that. So he says that once you are going to suffer from all these difficulties, the difficulties to get freedom, definitely you will be awarded by the freedom, and your sufferings will not be fruitless. So in this paragraph, he just gets the attention, Dr. King gets the attention of all the people around, and he says them, he in fact give them encouraging remarks. He in fact appreciates them, that I do understand that all of you have come from different areas, and you are not here, we are not here to only to celebrate something, we are there to, I do recognize, I do understand कि आप मुख्तलिफ एरिया से आए हैं, and that you have suffered many problems, and what you have suffered, you had been the part of, you had faced the police brutality, you have been thrashed, you have been put into the jails, so but at last you will be given the reward. So again, he compares the police brutality, staggered by underline that sentence, a phrase, staggered by the winds. He just compares it. This is a metaphor used for the police brutality, as the wind is harsh, in the same way you are being you became the victim of that police brutality. Okay, so he continues then, go back to Mississippi. After getting their attention and realizing and making them and realizing all those suffering, he appreciates them, and then he just encourages them. What does he say? Go back to Mississippi, go back to Alabama, go back to South Carolina, go back to Georgia, go back to Louisiana, go back to the slums and ghettos of our northern cities. Knowing that somehow the situation can and will be changed, let us not wallow in the valley of despair. He again encourages them. He again gathers their attention. He says them, all the crowds, that to go back to those places that are being suffered because of the inequality and the racial injustice, and he particularly names all those areas. He particularly chooses all those areas that are being that under the attack of discrimination, that are under the attack of that color, that are under the attack of that racial injustice. So he says that go back to all those slum areas, unprogressed areas. Let us not. He again gathers their attention. He again give them the hopes. We are not going to despair. We are not going to wallow. We are not going to wallow mean here we are not going to indulge in ourselves in something that is to be in the valley of despair. We are not going to be rejected by the condition of all these areas. What we have to do, we have to go in those areas with the hope that the things will be better. I say to you today, my friends, that in spite of these difficulties and frustration of the moment, I still have a dream. Very important. Here he gives the message of hope. Here the title, I have a dream. It just gets this life here. Okay, so what is that thing? In spite of the difficulty and frustration of the moment, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in American dream. So he just make it realize that the dream I do have, it is not the dream that is different from the dream of America. What is the dream of America? What does he want to say? Dream of America mean that whatsoever the dream, we all together, we black and the white, all together dreamt of. The dream of equality, the dream of freedom, the dream to enjoy the rights for everyone. So my dream is not different from the dream of Americans, other Americans. My dream is the same, as they want their life to be free, as they want their life to be enjoyable. In the same way, I have the same dream. So underline this sentence, that it is deeply rooted in American dream, that it is very much obvious. We just take our example, being Pakistani, we may be different in according to our provinces, according to our regions, but what is our basic dream? What is our basic criteria? What do we want to do? That we want to enjoy our rights, we want to live a happy life, and this is for everyone. So he says that I am just, what the thing I am dreaming of, the thing that I am dreaming of, it is the dream of everyone. So what is that? I have a dream, very important. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out to the true meaning of its creed. Very important. So, as far as examination point of view is concerned, you are going to get a very particular question that what write a note on the speech of Dr. King by narrating his dream. Okay, so what is his dream? What is his hope? What he thinks about, what he wishes about, and his dream is that he wants that his nation altogether will rise up and live out to the true meaning of its creeds. It is going to just rise up, and it is going to get its true meaning, its true belief, its true essential article of a religion. Creed, it is related with the beliefs. What it is belief? We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. So what is this belief? That all men are created equal. There is no discrimination of anyone. We cannot make anyone superior or inferior on the basis of the color. We cannot make anyone superior or inferior on the basis of their caste. So he says that my belief is this. My dream is rooted in that belief that we are all equal. Number one, I have a dream that one day all the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the son of former slaves owners, will be able to sit together at the table of brotherhood again. Second thing is, number one, in the first sentence he talks about the religious beliefs that we are all equal, and it will be self-evident very soon. On the other hand, he says that we are going to enjoy our relation on the table of brotherhood. So he says that I want that the people, the former slaves and the slave owner, black and the white, they are going to sit together. So he narrates the red hills of Georgia. Red here, it is being red is the color of, in fact, danger. Sometimes it's happiness, but here it identifies the red hills of Georgia. It identifies it is related with the injustice and the violence there. So he says that the area that is being hated up by the cruelty and the injustice, it is going to be the area. It is going to be the area that is where the people are going to sit together on the table of brotherhood. Table of brotherhood identifies, it symbolizes the unity. Okay, it symbolizes the unity and all togetherness, that they are going to be together. So he says that unrest, that the unrest that is in that in that area, it is going to be better composed soon. I have a dream that one day even the state of Mississippi, a desert state, sweltering. Again, he used the sweltering. First, he used the sweltering summer. No, he used sweltering. It is sweltering with the heat of injustice and oppression. He says oppression. He says that the area of Mississippi that is being sweltered, that is there is oppression, there is cruelty, injustice will be transferred into an oasis of freedom and justice. Okay, so he says that my dream is this, that the area of Mississippi, that there is a scorching heat of injustices is going to be changed into oasis. What do you know that in a desert area, the oasis bring relief to the traveler. The oasis is a hope for everyone. In the same way, he says, as it is like a desert. The state of Mississippi is like a desert, barren, or we are under the scorching heat of injustice, but one day it is going to turn into an oasis. Oasis mean that जैसे सहरा में there is a place that where we can find the water. So he says it would be the place where we are going to find the relief, where we are going to find the hope. I have a dream that my 4 children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, by the content of their character. So again he relates that it is my dream. My dream is not for particularly, and it is not for the people around, it is for my family as well, that my 4 kids, they are not going to be judged by their color. Okay, they are not going to be judged by their skin color, but they will be by the content. They will be characterized, they will be judged by the characteristics of their character, content of the character. I have a dream today. So did you notice that here he is giving, he is again and again narrating, I have a dream, I have a dream. That is the that is, he is repeating that thing. He, in order to emphasize the thing, he is repeating that thing again and again, I have a dream, so that to give, in order to give the emphasis to the central idea of the thing. I have a dream that one day down in Alabama, whose corner lips are presently dripping with the words of interposition and nullification, will be transferred into a situation where black people. So he continues that I do understand that the corner, he continues with that thing, I have a dream that one day down in Alabama, whose corner lips are presently dripping with the words of interposition and nullification, will be transferred into a situation where little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and the white girls as sister and the brothers. He again continues that I do understand at this situation in Alabama, for the present moment, the Garner's lips that are uttering the words. ओके इस वक्त वो कौन से वर्ड्स बोल रहे हैं? इंटरपोजिशन, इंटरवेंशन. ओके, देयर इज इंटरवेंशन that it is he is interfering between that revolt. Okay, he is nullifying. Nullification mean he is just it is a matter of he is not accepting our legal rights. He is nullifying all those things. He is nullifying our rights. He is uttering those words to interfere all in our moment of freedom, in our voice for the freedom. But it will be transferred into a situation that will, where all the little boys and the girls will be able to join hand with little boys and the little girls and sisters. So he continues that for the time being it seems to be that we are all in a troubled place, but I do hope, I do have a dream that all those will understand the thing in a very better way and we are going to get the better position. Then he continues, I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted and every hill and mountain shall be made low. Here he makes a comparison. We'll be discussing the rough places will be made plain and the crooked places will be made straight, and the glory of the Lord shall be revealed and the flesh shall see it together. Okay, so what does he say? That I do have hope that I have hope that all the valley, all this situation, the valleys that are down, they are going to be exalted, they are going to be raised. The valleys are actually, they are down. Okay, so what does he say? That all those they are going to exalt it, they are going to get the position of dignity, they are going to be high. So what is that? That all those who are made low, they are going to get their dignified position, and every hill and mountain shall be made low. Hill and the mountain, that they are at the top of the level. Okay, so they are going to be equally, they are going to be low in the sense that all the things will be on an equal level. The rough places will be made plain. The rough places, that their rough places could be like, it is like their ways, all their matters of the life, they will be resolved, and the crooked places will be made straight, and all those crooked places, they are going to be made easy for them, they are going to be made straight for them. What are those crooked places? It could be that corruption, it could be that that injustice they are being suffered, they will be made straight. And the glory of the Lord of God, it will be revealed, it will be known to everyone, that all flesh, all humans shall see it together, and all humans will see it together, that there will not be any discrimination, all the things will be at a proper level. This is our hope. He says, besides my dream, it's my hope that this is the faith that I go back to the south. With this faith, we will be able to hew out the mountain of despair, a stone of hope. So he says that this is not only my dream, but it is my hope as well, that by this hope I'm going to hew out, I'm going to just I'm going to just cut that stone to give that mountain a shape of hope. Okay, so by that despair, by that dejection, जो हम एक नाउमीदी की सिचुएशन में है, we are going to get that, we are going to be out by hewing out, by giving the shape of this mountain of despair into a stone of hope. So all these things will be changed into a positive thing. With this hope, we will be able to transfer the jangling discord of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood. So he says that by this hope, I am going to just transfer that jangling discord. Jangling means unpleasant sound, that is a harsh sound. Discord mean disharmony. Okay, conflict. तो वो कहते हैं कि Dr. King just narrates that whatsoever the things that are we are listening, all those noises of discord, all those noises of that harsh sounds created because of the brutality and nullification by the government. On the other hand, we are just going for our rights. It will be changed into a symphony. It will be changed into a composed, harmonious composition of brotherhoods. So what does he say is that whatsoever the shouts or the nullification we are receiving from our government officials, it is like a jangling sound. It is because of, it is in fact a discord. ठीक है, वो डिसहार्मनी है. जैसे म्यूज़िक में इफ़ इट इज़ नॉट हार्मोनाइज, अगर हार्मनी ना हो, इट जस्ट क्रिएट्स अ नॉइज. देर इज़ नो, it is not pleasant to listen. In the same way, he says that all those noises will change into a symphony, a composed musical tone of brotherhood. With this faith, we will be able to work together. So what is the faith? The faith of brotherhood, the faith of equality, the faith that we are all made equal. We are going to work together, to pray together, to struggle together, to go to jail together. In all our sufferings and in all our prayers, we will be together. To stand up for freedom together, knowing that we will be free to one day. This will be the day when all God's children will be able to sing the new meaning, my country. So he just sings his patriotic song again. My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing, I sing. Land where my father died, land of the pilgrim's pride. From every mountain side, let freedom ring. So he again just sings that patriotic song to make them realize why they are gathered there. And if America is to be a great nation, then he just narrates that what is the key by which we are going to get the highest position in the world. If we have to be great, this must become true. What does become true? That our dream, our hope, it should come into a better place. And so let freedom ring from the prodigious hilltops of New Hampshire. So he says that let freedom, it is not that we are going to just get freedom in terms of our right from one particular place, that we must get freedom from the mountains vast in size, one amazing hilltop of New Hampshire. So he says that if we have to get the freedom, we have to let the freedom ring from at every corner of the country. Either it's a big, either it's a huge, either it's a small, wherever, let freedom ring from the mighty mountain of New York. So he narrates, he just mentions every corner of the country. It is a deliberate effort that all first he just narrated all those areas that were deprived of the rights. No, he is narrating all those areas that are having a mighty position, a powerful position, but there is no recognition of the equal rights. So he narrates that thing. He says, let the freedom ring from a mountain of New York, let freedom ring from the heightened dunes of Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania, let freedom ring from snow-capped. So he says that let the freedom ring from heightening Alphenis of Pennsylvania. So he says that let the Alphenis of Pennsylvania. He says that let the freedom ring from every corner, from every side, from the cities of the mountain, from every corner of the country. Let the freedom ring. Let freedom ring from the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado. So then he just narrates that not only from the hills but also from the area where there is a snow as well. Let freedom ring from the curvaceous slopes of California. So he says, let the freedom ring from the mountain, let the freedom ring from the curvaceous slopes, mean having the curve shape. Curvaceous mean having the curve shapes, slopes of California. So he says that Dr. King narrates that let the freedom ring from every side, from the starting from the mighty hills, from the mountains, from the every. So Dr. King narrates that starting from that mighty mountains to the plain area, to every corner, from the series of mountain to every curve area, the freedom should be the noise the bell should the bell of the freedom should be ranked. Okay, so he says that from every area we should get this notice, from every side of the country we should get a far or close, everywhere we should know that the freedom is coming. But not only that, let freedom ring from the Stone Mountain of Georgia, let freedom ring from Lookout Mountain of Tennessee, let freedom ring from every hill and molehill of Mississippi, mean from every hill, from every hill that is at the higher position, and the molehill mean that particular place on the ground that is being digged by the mole. ठीक है, जो एक particular place है that is being digged by the mole, that is at the deep down. He just makes the comparison at the higher position and the lowest one, that let it ring from everywhere, from every mountain side, let freedom ring for every mountain side. So again he narrates, he repeats this idea again and again, let freedom ring, let freedom ring. First of all he had that repetition of I have a dream, then he just gives what is that dream about. That dream is about the hope, and then it's about the ringing of the freedom. It is about the heralding for the freedom, that the freedom is coming. When we let freedom ring, we will let it ring from every village and every hamlet, from every small village, small area, from every state, every city. We will be able to speed up the day when all God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, he just narrates that all the groups of the religion, Jews, all these will be able to join hands, and using, in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, free at last, thank God Almighty, we are free at last. So he says that it is not that we are going to be let the freedom ring from every corner, but it is for everyone. Either it belongs to our religion, either it is from any sect of the religion, it's a Protestant or a Catholic, it's a Jew or non-Jew, okay, anyone. So Gentiles, either these are the people who are Christians, okay, those are not Jews, either those are the Protestants, okay, or they are the Catholics. So as you know that in Christianity there are different groups, Catholics that are different, and the Protestant that are the follower of Protestantism as opposed to Roman Catholicism, and Catholics are related to Roman Catholic Church, okay. So he says that whatsoever religious group we do contact, we do have the connection, let it come, that we have that, or our spirit of the freedom And what does he say? That old Negro spiritualism, what is that? That is our idea that let it ring from every side, and when it will be rung, we are going to know, we are going to just celebrate our freedom, free at last, thank God Almighty, free at last. So this was all for the speech. These are the difficult word meaning, but what is very important here, that he in this all the part he has narrated, there are four important things. Number one, first of all, he gathers their courage. He gathers the courage of all the people around those are listening him, all his spectators, that he is mindful, he is aware of all the difficulties they have suffered. Then he just, after gathering their energy and appreciating them, he just gives them the direction to go back to all the areas, to go back to the areas, to find those places, all those places there they are going to get their rights. And then he just narrates further, he elaborates that he wants that freedom, that is not something very different, but it is deeply rooted in American dream of freedom. The freedom should be the voice of the voice for the freedom and for equal rights should be heard everywhere in the country. He narrates different areas, starting from the hilltops till to the valleys as well. Okay, he narrates the area where the Negroes are being thrashed, there where they are in a very bad condition. Then he just narrates the idea of brotherhood. He narrates that is emphasized in this section. So in the end he says that if we are going to continue, if we are going to follow all these points, so definitely we are going to just let the freedom ring, and at last we are going to thank all God that we are free at last. So this was for his dream. I have it. So this was for his speech. So I have that is very important, that my 4 children one day will live in a nation where they will be not judged by the color of their skin, by the content of their character. Okay, that was a message to be it is the message written in the pages of the history for every moment, and for the notion of brotherhood and the unity, for the notion of or the searching of one's right of equal and proper place in a society. Thank you so much. Take care. Allah.